Hey everybody, I'm Todd and this is Sweet Tea Guitars. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel and welcome to a brand new build. Alright you guys, as most of you know, I am wrapping up the telly build. I got my first coats of clear coat sprayed on there this morning, so we're getting close on it. So about a year ago, I started emailing back and forth with a subscriber of mine called Big Kahuna. And I'm not going to say his name on the channel here. He can tell you if he wants to in the comments. Anyway, he had asked me if I would be interested in building him a commission guitar based on a 1965 Mustang that was sentimental to him. He started giving me color ideas and all this kind of stuff. It involved a bunch of car paint. We kept going back and forth. He really wants a guitar from me. And we've got all this worked out now, by the way, but I wanted to tell you guys this story to let you know how all this came to be. We went back and forth for 3 months on the whole car idea. And I finally told him that he had chosen the wrong builder. I was not the guy to do this. Because when it comes right down to it, you guys, commission or not, selling a guitar or not, if I can't be inspired by the build, I'm not going to do it. I don't do this for the money. I do it because I want to grow on YouTube as both an educator and a guitar builder. And this is my creativity that I'm trying to share with you guys. I just can't get my head around building someone else's vision. Part of why I had to tell Big Kahuna no was because I looked deep inside of myself trying to find that inspiration to move forward on that plan, because obviously I want to sell a guitar. That's what finances my shop and helps me keep making videos and helps me keep buying wood so I can keep on building guitars. But at the same time, I'm not going to sacrifice the passion that I feel for this and the true love that I feel for this craft. I'm not going to sacrifice that for money. I'm just not going to do it. Now, eventually, we started talking about a completely different direction. He has ended up letting me choose pretty much everything about this guitar. He wanted certain pickups. He wants a Sustainiac in the neck, a super distortion in the bridge, all black hardware. That's what we're about to dive into, you guys. And I wanted to show you these woods that I picked to build this guitar out of. I also wanted to remind you guys that I am doing a giveaway every month until the end of the year. This month, which is February, I'm giving away a set of IsoTunes Link 2.0s. They also come with the boom mic. These things retail for about $170 in the US, and whoever's name I draw on March the 1st is going to win this set right here. You have to be subscribed to the channel, and you have to comment on the giveaway video that I released a couple of weeks ago. You guys don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be entered to win that, and go comment on that video if you really want those headphones. This guitar is going to become a Sweet Tea model, and it is called the Sweet Tea Kronos. That is the Klingon home planet, and most of you guys know I name my guitar something spacey. And as far as the Greek identifier, the Greek alphabet identifier that I use to kind of corral in my naming scheme, this particular guitar will be the Kronos Omega, because this guitar is getting a Sustainiac pickup. That is a little off the beaten path, and I reserve that Omega identifier for anything that's odd, anything off the beaten path and outside of the ordinary when it comes to guitar building. So about 3 weeks ago, I received a package in the mail from Italy, and lo and behold, it was from Geo. I am super on fire about this, you guys. And I'm going to use one of these tops that Geo sent me on Big Kahuna's guitar. So let's take a look at this first. This is insane. Check this out, you guys. This is a poplar burl top. It's curly, it's wavy, it's just mad figured. This thing is going to polish up and stain and become something so incredible. I'm not going to talk to you guys about the color that I'm going with on this guitar, but it is not something I have done here before. Some of this may give it away, but we'll see about that. Anyway, poplar burl top. For the fretboard, I've had this fretboard sitting around my shop for quite a while now, saving it for something really special. Well, this being the first of its kind as far as a sweet tea model goes in the Kronos, and the fact that it's my first commission build for someone that I do not personally know, I figured this is probably about as special as it's going to get. I'm going to use this piece of wicked Coca-Cola right here, and you guys check that out. That looks like some type of alien creature. It's got those little fingers coming off of it right in there. And I've been on the hunt for something that looked like this since I found this fretboard, and I have not found one. Big Kahuna is getting my favorite fretboard in the shop. And that poplar burl top, once I dye it the color I'm thinking about, it's going to go perfect with this thing. And I believe this has got the makings for a killer guitar. For the neck, again, I'm going back with what I know works and what I love. I'm going to use Paduk. This is a flat sawn piece of Paduk, but I will split this in half. This board is 4.5 inches wide. That'll give me a 2¼ inch thick neck blank, which is plenty thick enough for me to get a headstock break angle of 8 degrees or 7 degrees like I prefer. I'll split this in half, turn it on its ends. That will orient this grain in this wood to be vertical. That'll strengthen this and make this pretty much a quarter sawn board. It's not true quarter sawn, but it will be vertical grain. Anyway, Paduk for the main part of the neck. I started thinking about what can I use in this neck that's going to contrast nicely with the Paduk but not get tacky. I don't want to keep going with curly maple even though I love it. So I started looking through my wood stash and I found this piece of Peroba Rosa. It's not figured, but it's got some beautiful grain to it. The thing I like about this is it is super hard wood. It's just as hard, if not harder, than hard maple. This is going to stabilize this neck, even though Paduk's plenty hard enough to build a neck out of. This is going to make this neck even more stable. For the body, I didn't want to use alder or poplar or something like that, knowing that this is going to be a really special guitar, one of a kind. Even though I plan to make this a model, I want this first one to be a true one-off custom build. So I'm going to use this piece of beautiful Kahuna or white limber right here. This is a 2¼ inch thick, 8 inch wide, 46 inches long. To make it even more interesting, most of you guys know I do multi-laminate bodies as well as multi-laminate necks. My neck's probably going to end up being a 9-piece, black veneer, Peroba Rosa, Paduk, and I may run something figured or at least gnarly or at least contrasting with the rest of this neck wood up the center of that neck. So up the center of the body, I'm going to take this piece of Paduk right here and I'm going to slice this and make myself some 2-inch thick slices. And I'll probably end up making a 7-piece body with some decorative strips in the middle. I really think that looks good when you tie that in together with some of the wood you use on the neck. We'll do my seamless flow carve on the body to heel transition on the neck. So I want this to look nice where it meets up. And I think this Paduk's going to do that for us. I will separate this with some black veneer as well. So that's pretty much the build, you guys. Sustainiac neck pickup, which I've never used here. That adds a couple of little complications to this guitar. It's got a board that has to be housed inside the control cavity. Couple of extra toggle switches, volume, tone control, all that stuff will be inside that control cavity. It also requires a 9-volt battery for power. It's getting a DiMarzio Super Distortion in the bridge. I'll do a 3-way switch on this guitar, so I'm only getting 2 pickups. Both of them are humbuckers. We're going with a hip shot solid brass fixed bridge with an 1/8 inch floor. We're going with hip shot lock and tuners 3x3. I'll show you guys the headstock design in the next video when we're making the templates. So I hope you guys will continue to visit the channel. It's going really good right now. I'm growing, but I want to continue to grow, and I need you guys to help me do that. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can stay up to date as I release the rest of the Tele videos, the Les Paul Dilemma videos, the Kronos Omega build videos, as well as everything else I got planned. I'll see you guys in the next one, and as always, peace and love.